That was the call of the chestnut-backed chickadee. This bird has no song. Unlike most other chickadees, they lack a classic clear whistled song, but they make up for it with a complex system of vocalizations built around precise syntactic rules to manage flock dynamics and to warn of predators. The chestnut-backed chickadee was discovered along the shores of the lower Columbia River near Fort Vancouver on the border of Washington and Oregon in 1836 by the naturalist and ornithologist John Kirk Townsend. This discovery was made on the same expedition where Townsend discovered the Townsend's warbler of the previous video. And these two birds know each other well. They occupy the same dense, wet coniferous forests from southeastern Alaska to Oregon, thriving among Douglas firs, redwoods, and pines. And yes, I did say redwoods, because the chestnut-backed chickadee can be seen as far south as the coast of Southern California. In the winter months, chestnut-backed chickadees' loud, frequent vocalizations draw in other small birds to travel in mixed species flocks for foraging. These flocks regularly consist of woodland birds like nuthatches, bush tits, kinglets, downy woodpeckers, and yes, Townsend's warblers. They feed in ranges of about 40 acres, regularly visiting known food sites. The chestnut-backed chickadee hops acrobatically through trees, often hanging entirely upside down to glean insects, insect eggs, spiders, and larvae off tree foliage. If you'd like to spot this rusty-backed little bird, it is a year-round resident of humid, coastal, and interior coniferous forests, but frequently visits suburban feeders. They have easily adapted to city parks, residential suburbs, and backyard shrubs. At bird feeders, they eat suet, sunflower seeds, and even peanut butter, though they're happy to eat other seeds and berries as well where they find them. If you'd like them to stick around longer, you can help them nest. Chestnut-backed chickadees will readily occupy nest boxes left for them. They prefer those boxes oriented in an eastern to southeastern direction, and especially if the box is near a conifer grove. Chestnut-backed chickadees are cavity dwellers. They nest inside tree hollows, old woodpecker nest holes, or backyard birdhouses. Unlike most chickadees, they line their nest cavities with a thick layer of fur, often making up half the nest's volume with hair from mammals like deer, coyote, and rabbits, creating a half-inch thick blanket to cover their eggs when the adults leave the cavity. The female lays 1 egg per day until she has 6 to 9 eggs in the nest. The eggs are white with small reddish-brown dots, or sometimes just plain white, and they are 0.6 to 0.7 inches in length. Sometimes they will lay a second clutch of eggs in a year, and for those eggs, the female will build a second nest right on top of the first. The male brings the female food while she incubates the eggs, and she will eat the eggshells once the chicks have hatched. Most birds instinctively dispose of empty eggshells so as not to alert predators to the nest's location when the shells inevitably fall directly under the nest when the chicks push them out. The chestnut-backed chickadee is the smallest and shortest-tailed chickadee species in North America, measuring at 3.9 to 4.7 inches long. Unlike many birds that sleep on tree branches, chestnut-backed chickadees prefer to roost overnight inside tight spaces. If they aren't sitting on a nest, they will squeeze themselves into cracks in tree bark, clumps of moss, or unused woodpecker holes to trap body heat and stay warm through cold winter nights. And these birds are very well adapted to the cold. A chickadee can put on 8% of their body weight in fat each day, only to burn it off again each night in the cold. Chickadees can also drop their body temperature at night in order to conserve their fuel. Like most chickadees, the chestnut-backed chickadee stores food regularly, a habit necessary for winter survival. Studies show chickadees have an amazing ability to remember thousands of hiding places. In autumn, the chestnut-backed chickadee stores food in tree crevices, lichen, moss, and foliage. A single bird may cache up to 500,000 pieces of food in a year. To keep track of all of these stashes, the spatial memory center of the brain, the hippocampus, grows by up to 30% by the start of winter. And in spring, when food is easy to come by again, it shrinks back down to conserve energy. With a typical lifespan of 2 to 5 years in the wild, though the oldest recorded chestnut-backed chickadee was at least 9.5 years old, you can imagine one little bird hiding millions of seeds and insects over only those few years. This is the second video of a series of bird drawings I'm doing of the Pacific Northwest temperate rainforest area between Oregon and Alaska. In the future, I'll be doing more series of bird drawings from other areas of the US and the world. Thank you for watching. I very much appreciate your support, and if you enjoyed this video, consider liking, commenting, subscribing, or sharing to help this channel grow. See you next time.